The hearing of the Committee on Finance is hereby resumed. Chair would like to acknowledge the presence of the Philracom family, headed by its chairperson, ang Angel Angel, sir.
Angel, Your Honor.
Angel Castaño Jr. You are recognized, sir, and you may proceed with your presentation. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. We submitted already the highlights of our proposed budget last week. But if, with your kind indulgence, we would like to present a synopsis of our mandate
Please proceed, sir.
in accordance with 420 Presidential Decree and how we implemented it and the result thereof. Commissioner and Executive Director Cantos will present it, Your Honor.
You are recognized, sir. Commissioner Cantos, you may proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Senator Escudero, and good afternoon to the colleague in government and public. We are here now. Allow me to walk you through, Mr. Chair, on the mandate and the rest of the presentation in a snapshot of the Philippine Racing Commission. The legal basis of the existence of PIRACOM is the PD 420 March 1974. Our main mandate is about promotion and direct acceleration of development and continued growth of horse racing in the country, focus on job generation and a source of revenue for the government. Likewise, our aims and objective is to promote and maintain the efficient and unbiased operation of horse racing. But of course, we would like to emphasize that the betting aspect goes to our colleague in the Games and Amusements Board. Likewise, Mr. Chair, we would like to focus on the improvement of the bloodlines of Philippine horses in our country at par with the international arena. So again, our focus basically is on the government generation, revenue generation, employment, and continuous bloodline improvement. Okay, let me now walk you through the sales and revenue aspect that was generated by the Commission since its birth in 1974. As you would notice, the bar chart show that we have a continuous increase from its birth in 1974 to last year. Basically, the spikes of the mid-year was because of the putting up of off-track betting stations in the metropolis. Just to give you an idea, off-track betting stations takes the betting of race activities in track, now situated in 2 in Cavite and 1 in Malbar, Batangas. The generation of sales basically is about 94% emanating from these OTB or off-track betting stations.
Sir,
Mr. Chair.
you said continuous increase. It has been on the decline since 2012.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, with your indulgence, it is basically because of the proliferation of the competition, just like the internet gaming. Well, Lotto is one among them, and some betting aspects that is basically web-based.
Second, when you speak of sales, sales from what, sir? Bets?
Yes, Mr. Chair, it's all about the growth in the sales operation. Again, that is basically because of the off-track betting station increase during the early 2000s.
So you want betting to increase?
Well,
Pag
Chairman,
marami ho yung pumupusta at mas malaki yung pusta, you are successful.
yes,
that correct?
Mr. Chair. That's
Tama ko
right.
yan?
Yes,
Parang
sir.
mali.
Well, basically,
So basically, your agency should encourage, and if the bets increase, you're successful. If they decline, you're not successful? So kung magsugal lalo ang Pilipino, matagumpay yung ahensya nyo. Pag binawasan ng Pilipino ang sugal, hindi kayo matagumpay?
well, Mr. Chair, with due respect, that is our basis of the growth of the industry. But likewise, we would like also to focus on the job generation aspect and the
No,
bloodline.
I'm not objecting. I'm just stating the obvious. Essentially, yes, right?
Right, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed, sir.
agree. Thank you. Now, the government revenue for the past 10 years is around 1.34 billion pesos in terms of the different level of tax takes. This is in the past 10 years. As shown now on the projector, there are two bars colored blue and red. Red represents 2014. Now, it shows that, again, the performance this year is an improvement of last year, wherein last year there was already an increase of around 3% compared to year 2012. Now, let me just emphasize on the growth this year. Right now, as we speak, or last week, there was an increase already of around 9.18%, or a face value of around 449 million pesos, compared apple to apple of the time span last year. Basically, this is because of the excitement of the races being offered now to the betting public, or what we call the bayang karerista. Likewise, we were able to, because of the budget that was provided to us last year, Honorable Chair, we were able to break another traditional lean month spell, or this is about the traditional low performance months from March to June. As indicated on the figure, from 2008 to 2013, the average sales during those months from March to June is around 641 million pesos. But this year, it was there was an increase of around 45 million, or a gross sales of 686 million. Likewise, the stakeholders now are experiencing an increase of around 10%, or face value increase of 11,500 for every first place win, or around 135,000 pesos as their first money or take home. Moreover, the prices for Philippine sponsored stakes races and charity races are released on time. This is important because this is the manner of how we promote internally the races, by making use of their generated revenue and plowing it back to the system. And again, it was used for their own operational uses and improvement of their bloodlines. Now, the second focus that we are targeting or concentrating on is, of course, after the revenue generation, is the job generation. There are around 5,000 workers in this very specialized and sophisticated field of horse racing. Just like the jockeys, the horse trainers, horse breeders, horse ownership, and other allied sectors. OTB again stands for off-track betting station. Of course, they are employing tellers, some other allied workforces to have it operated, and basically now it's on a daily basis. The breakdown of which is the direct and indirect employment that we are giving to individuals that are into the industry. Direct employment goes to our licensees, just like owners, trainers, jockeys, grooms, which are basically the real guys that are tending to the horses day in and day out. Likewise, jockeys, helpers, and the rest of the licensees as racing officials. And the indirect employment goes to the off-track betting stations and other allied industries on feeds and veterinary services. We would like to convey to this honorable committee that there are new horse owners since September 2011 of around 115, student jockeys of around 36, apprentice jockeys of around 28, and trainers, which is actually a very hard field of specialization. These are horse trainers, around 8. When we say new licensees, these are new blood or new family the members that are coming into the industry. Now, on the third leg of our mandate, the focus of our mandate, it is all about the bloodline improvement or the breeding so that we will be at par with the horse racing nations of the world. We are continuously providing breeders' price per year of around 3.8 million for the past 5 years. This is intended for our locally bred horses' prize money. I would like to break it down to the regular races that happens every day, which is around 2.6 million going back into the system, just like the horse breeders. And likewise, the calendar stakes races of around 1.15 million from the budget of the Commission. When we say calendar stakes races, Mr. Chair, it's all about our promotional activities like the triple leg crown, the juvenile or the young horses. That is basically a mirror copy to the United States of America. And of course, to highlight this one is the Presidential Gold Cup. We are riding on to this activity of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office.
So ilang karera meron tayo sa isang taon?
There's around 100. I would like to refer that to to our chair, Mr.
Chair Castano, sir?
About including Monday, which we recently
We should
made the
include Monday,
resolution.
yes. How many?
About 300
300 days in a year?
in a year, yes.
How many races per day?
8 races during regular days and week days races, 10 races, 10 and 12. So 22 every weekend races.
22 a weekend? So,
Saturday and Sunday, yes.
Saturdays and Sundays? Yung 65 days po na pahinga na walang karera, anong mga araw po yun? Pasko, New Year, ganun ba?
Yes, ano po, yung during Holy Friday, Good Friday, Thursday,
Holy Week.
Holy Thursday, Holy Week, yes.
Roughly 65 days in a year nga walang karera.
Wala po.
Magkano ang total bets in a year?
The average during weekdays is 24 million
24 million a day.
a day, yes. And during weekend, Saturday is around 26 and Sunday around minimum of 30. It depends. If we have stake races, around 34 million up to 36 million.
Total for the year would be, in other words, I just want to know, magkano po ginagastos ng mananayang Pilipino sa horse races?
7.3 or 4 billion
A year.
a year, yes.
And the tax take of government would be in the form of what?
17, about 17 million. 17%.
170 million. Magkano po total bets? Sir, how much?
7.3, Your Honor.
17% ang tax take ng gobyerno.
Yes.
Ano pong klaseng tax yun?
Anong tax yun? Documentary, Your Honor, and tax on winnings.
So that's 17% of 7.3.
Yes,
Tama.
17 to 18%. Yeah.
Okay. Please proceed, sir. Just summarize it, sir.
Yeah, we are about to get through with this one, Mr. Chair. So, in effect, we were able to produce local horses that were able to beat the superstar imported horses, the likes of Magna Carta in 2012, Hagdan Bato of 2014, and Penrith of 2014. Okay, John, thank you. Of course, we're not forgetting our obligation to support national scope or national scale calamities, just like Bagyong Yolanda. When it happened, we were able to conduct 3 charity races for the benefit of the victims of Typhoon Yolanda, as well as that of Typhoon Glenda, which happened recently. And we were coursing it through the able participation of the Philippine Red Cross, intended for the victims of these calamities. We also would like to emphasize that on the budget you provided the Commission, Honorable Chair, we are able to conduct several international compliances, particular to gender and development, just like what we are doing in the Senior Citizens League of the Philippines, Philippine Horse Trainers Association, New Jockeys Association, wherein we're doing this regularly since we assumed office in 2011. These are basically intended for the disabled, the senior citizen, and the retired, particular to the women in the industry. Of course, we don't forget our obligation on the administrative side and compliances with the recommendations on this part of our presentation. On the administrative compliances of the Office of the Philippine Racing Commission, we were able to adopt and complied with the AO 31 issued last year, implemented last year. The intention of AO 31 is to rationalize the rates of the fees and charges of government agencies of their existing rates. This was able to implemented smoothly, and it seemed like it was accepted and doesn't affect or have been a burden to the stakeholders in the industry. Likewise, we were able to comply with the RA 3870, which requires a 1% additional fee for the legal research fund of the University of Philippines Law Center and its law complex. It's being implemented now, Honorable Chair, and it's being remitted continuously with the Bureau of Treasury. On our, we are elated with some of the recommendations by our colleague in government, just like what BIR provided us early this year, first quarter of this year, basically telling us that we don't only pay taxes in the correct amount, but also being one of the taxpayers for the past years. Likewise, we would like also to relay to the committee that we were able to attain CSC Level 2 from a Civil Service Commission just recently, wherein this program is to institutionalize meritocracy and excellence in human relations management of what they call the prime HRM. And moreover, this is one of the qualification attained by the Philippine Racing Commission issued by Department of Budget and Management of second half of this year, which states that PIRACOM has satisfied all criteria for the top-up bonus and enjoyed by the employees for their additional bonus this year. Mr. Chair, we are done with our presentation, and I'll get back to our chairman.
Thank you, sir. Just a few questions. Ilang race tracks po meron tayo?
Tatlo po, Mr. Chairman.
All of the races in these racetracks are being supervised by Philocom?
Yes, yes. We supervise and control the conduct of racing.
So hindi po sila pwede magpakarera nang wala kayo doon?
Opo.
What do
Hindi
you
po, kung wala kami, hindi po sila pwede magpakarera kung wala kami ini-issue permit.
Ano pong ibig sabihin ng breakages?
Yan po yung mga sobra sa butal na iniipon. Palagay nyo, ang tamang dividend is 105. Yung 5 ho, tinatabi yun ng club. Yung mga butal po, laging round figure ang dividend.
Sorry po, hindi ako tumataya. Paano po yan? What do you mean by dividend?
Palagay nyo po, ang bigay, kung tumaya kayo
When you say bigay, yung panalo?
Yung panalo. Ang ang dividendo naging 12.80 sa tayang 2 piso. Yung 12 lang po ang bibigay, yung 80 po, yun ang tinatawag na breakage.
Yung centavos inyo?
Yung centavos.
Yung buong
Hindi ho,
piso?
sa club po yun. 50% binibigay sa PIRACOM.
Yung butal na centavos, yung butal na piso-piso, sa kanila pa rin ba yan?
Apo, yung butal ho. Pero meron share ho ang PIRACOM na 50%.
Tama ho ba? Kung ilan man yung tumama, paghahati-hatian nila yung premyo.
Aha.
Ganun po yun, di ba?
Aha.
Ang mananalo po ba sa isang karera, isang numero lang?
Hindi ho, conforme ho sa mga taya eh. Meron
So pwede kang
iba-
tumayang panlima to? Panalo ka pa rin?
Hindi ho, pang-apat, hanggang pang-apat.
Hanggang pangapat lang. So, taya ako pangapat to. Kahit talo siya, kumbaga hindi siya nanalo, pangapat nga siya, panalo ko.
Hindi naman ho. Ano yon? Kung ang tatayan nyo, magmula first place, second place, third place, fourth place, yun hong klaseng ganung betting, mananalo kayo. Pero laging yung first place lang ho ang may dividend, ang panalo.
Ah, may panalo.
Oo.
Yung second, third, fourth.
Wala ho, wala ho.
Ba't pa ho kayo dati?
But for purposes of prizes, they are entitled to prizes. Horse prize.
Tigilan na ho natin yan, baka matuto pa ako.
Oo.
We have it, hanggang tongit lang ho ako, hindi ako umabot dyan. Co-observations, as of December 2013, may we know the status of the pending case for declaratory relief involving the amount of 17.4 million? Is it
It is,
still pending? Is it resolved?
It is still pending. In fact, there was no hearing called yet by the City of Bacoor or Municipality of Bacoor.
The court there.
Our case is now being handled by the Office of the Solicitor General.
Number two, the interest that COA recommended that you charge because of the delayed remittance in the amount of 189,000. What's the status of that, sir?
No, as you know, by way of background, Mr. Chair, we cannot, we believe that we cannot impose the 6% interest for the delay because those delay were done during the past administration wherein they acted leniency in favor of the club because that time the two clubs were just started their business.
But the recommendation was for you to issue a policy imposing this in the future, prospectively. Has such a policy been issued, sir?
No, but we already wrote them, Mr. Chair.
But in the future, is that already clear insofar as these clubs are concerned for delayed remittances? That the 6% interest will be charged as against them under the
As to
civil
the
code?
interest, no, but as to their late remittances, it's up to date now because we made a resolution, a very effective resolution, that every time they will apply for a permit, we ask for payment first, or else no check, no permit.
But what about the interest in case of delay?
As of now, there's no delay, except for those cases.
Assuming
that I
there is
told
delay,
you.
sir. Paano pag may delay?
Now we will impose it.
Yeah, prospectively. I think
Yes.
that's what COA was asking for. That you pass a resolution saying that in case of delayed remittances, that you charge them 6%.
Yes, we will do that, Mr. Chair.
Can you do so, sir? One more last point. Para saan po yung capital outlay nyo na 1.1 million?
Para ho sa motor vehicle na 1959 pa ho, it's no longer viable because of the maintenance.
Anong klaseng kotse ho yan? Ako na lang bibili kung luma. Vintage na ho yan kung 1959 eh.
FX so.
Wala akong FX na 1959 kayo naman. Di pa iniimbento ang FX noon.
1995.
Thank you, sir, for your inputs. Subject to the compliance to the COA recommendation insofar as the resolution on the 6% interest on delayed remittances, the proposed budget of Philracom for fiscal year 2015 is hereby approved by committee and favorably recommended to plenary for its deliberation and final approval.